All right, Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites, from the Seek the Way camp. This is Brother Rawchaa.
Yeah, this is Brother Zakaryah.
And first and foremost, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, YAHAWASHI, Bahasham, Qadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders at GMS and the Atham pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. So yeah, today I went to go to the car wash, and I try to pay, and they're not accepting cash. So this is the sign that was up. So we're open, no cash accepted. And I asked the chick there if they'll be accepting cash again, and she was like, "We don't know until they get the okay from the county to for them to be able to accept cash." So this is Esau slowly trying to implement the mark of the beast. They're gradually indoctrinating these people to go cashless, and then to ultimately put everything on a microchip. So this is 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And this is one of Satan's devices. The indoctrination, using these different measures to slowly get the people to accept the microchip. To go cashless.
Yeah, come. You know, and that's another reason why we do these lessons. To warn the flock. This is I believe it's Ezekiel. Yeah, it's Ezekiel 33:1. Again, the word Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast, and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. So that's why we do these lessons. You got guys, people always want to complain, oh, you guys preach hate. What are you guys out here preaching for? What are you guys spreading this message for? We'll be out there on the highways and byways. You get scoffers, and they'll laugh. They'll walk by us, and they'll laugh, and they'll say, nobody's listening to you. Well, we're preaching unto those that are going to listen, because everything that we're telling you is coming. All right, in the ancient world, you had, cities divided by walls, towns divided by walls, and they would set somebody up in a watchtower to watch for foreign invaders, people that were coming to harm the people, harm the town, and they would blow a trumpet to warn the citizens of the invasion that's coming, and we're doing the same thing. Okay, we see that the sword is coming upon the land. This whole COVID-19 stay-at-home order, people weren't adhering to the stay-at-home order. So what did the governor do? He said, well, they're not listening, now it's time for Plan B. And he brought in the National Guard. Okay, what's coming next? Lord willing, this doesn't die off, but it increases martial law. Because the National Guard, they can only do so much. Okay, the scriptures prophesy and tell us that people are going to be slaughtered out here, butchered out here. And the main ones that are going to do it, we believe, is paid mercenaries, man. The National Guard ain't going to want to, so-called, quote-unquote, harm their own families, harm their own citizens. So they're going to bring in a paid militia group, whether it's the United Nations, whether it's a different group like Blackwater or Russian Spetsnaz.
So some brothers going to the Gurkhas,
Gurkha troops,
yep.
which are I believe out of Britain, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, they carry them big ass what do you call them? Kukris, the knives that bend like a machete. Kukri knives. Yeah, you look up them Gurks, man. They were out there, man. There was out there. I heard a story of like one dude versus like 50 50 troops or something.
Damn.
Yeah, they're a high elite. They're a high elite kill squad, man. And what Esau's gonna unleash here is nothing but ace shooters, man, aces. And that's what we're warning you, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans of this. What Oxlock?
Yeah. They show in these movies, like the movie The First Purge, how they brought in those troops to kill Jake. Another one we were just talking about in the chats, Bushwick, which is about where the next civil war,
martial laws and civil war.
Yeah. So they show you these things, through the movies. Even last year they had those military drills in L.A. where they landed helicopters on one of the main streets in L.A. and a bunch of troops came out of nowhere, got on the helicopter and dipped. So they're already running drills. They've been preparing, for these type of things.
Con, yeah, they had Jade Helm. What was it? Jade Helm 15. That happened in 2015. They were doing mass drills. All these drills that they've been doing is to get them ready for this, man. Because if you notice, in these drills, they're not using desert camo. They're not using desert gear. They're using regular, if anything, black gear, which is designed for urban warfare. Okay, this is Ezekiel 21:9, or I'm gonna start at 8. Again, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith Yahweh, say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is furbished to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? And it's just telling you, it's a question, should we then make mirth? Should you guys be out there scoffing the prophets? Should you people be out there partying and bullshitting? No. You should be taking this very serious. Especially when you I hate to say stumble across our videos, but say you see a video, take serious heed to it, because this can be either save your life or cause you to get put to death. Because that sword is being sharpened, and what that sword is Esau and his military. Okay, it's being sharpened. All right, that it, as it says, to make a sore slaughter, to bring a lot of death. Look at the Georgia Guidestones. Look at the agenda of the elite of Esau. They want to exterminate these so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They've tried it. They've tried it through vaccines. They tried it by introducing bio warfare. They've tried it by poisoning your food. They've done every possible thing they can without physically coming out and saying, we're going to kill you, to try to kill you, so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked. So what Esau's coming to conclusions is, well, these are the Israelites. Okay, the Lord is going to come and do away with me. All right, he knows he's running out of time. In Revelation 12:12 says he knoweth that he had but a short time. So he's going to come down with that great wrath. Esau knows he's tried everything. He's tried to fucking, excuse my French, but he's tried to bring in Planned Parenthood. All these things behind the Rex, what is it, Rex 84?
I think so.
King Alfred plan. To where now he's just saying, you know what, I just got to physically go in and kill these Jakes, man. And that's why they want to bring about martial law and World War III. That sword is being sharpened, man. Okay, Esau is the left hand of the Most High's duality, if you will. And Esau was created to hate Jacob, okay, and to harm Jacob, you know. And that's what he plans to do in the future, man.
Yeah, last night I watched the movie World War Z, and in that movie, they towards the end when he gets the vaccine. Well, it's not the vaccine. They go to the WHO, the World Health Organization, and right there it said they show that how they have all the different diseases. They had typhus, H1N1, SARS, and through this COVID thing, it's patented by the CDC. It's owned by the CDC. I believe they got the patent in 2014. They began the production of it. So this is Esau's witchcraft left hand side, you know, to try to kill Jake, you know. So there's 2nd Esdras 15:5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So all this stuff, even though Esau's doing it, it's ultimately from the Most High. Because like the brother said, Esau's the left-handed wickedness of you know, to bring destruction upon this place. You know, so he's using all these diseases to try to kill Jake.
Yeah, God. Yep, that's exactly how Esau is. That's exactly who Esau is. Okay, he was created to pretty much be the afflictor upon Jake because we went off. You know, go back to the image you had on. Sure. So yeah, the brother brought out 2 Corinthians about how, you know, not to be ignorant of Satan's devices. And right here you see it says no. What does it say?
We're open, no cash.
No cash, but we're open.
Yep.
So what can people pay with? You can't go in there and give them coins. They're not asking you for gold coins, silver coins, saying they don't want cash. So they want that. They want the what do you call it? Digital currency, man. Everything is being geared to run off a cashless society, man. We're in a cashless society. You got people saying, "Oh, we're entering into." No, we're already in that cashless society. They're just waiting for something big to really spark it off, and that's exactly what this did. Because they were talking about how, you know, money, physical currency, can get pathogens, germs on it. So they're stopping the whole money being traded to pretty much play on the mind of you people as if this is going to prevent diseases from spreading. In all reality, they're conditioning you to accept the mark of the beast, to accept this digital currency. You know, I don't know about you, but I actually like to see what I own, see what's mine, you know. If I got money, I want to actually see it. I want to play with it. You know, you could have $1,000 in the bank. You got your little credit card. But when you have $1,000 in physical currency and you see it, it feels different. You actually sit in there, you play with it. You're like, okay, I'm going to use this for this. I'm going to use, you know, because it's actually energy, it's power, you know. Go ahead, Axel.
Yeah, like the brother was saying, you want to be able to physically hold things, like you know, even video games now. Video games, you buy them digitally now. Instead of buying the physical copy, they do it online. So everything's becoming digital. Movies too. You used to own DVDs, and you would have the physical DVD, and you're like, all right, this is mine, I own it. But now everything's becoming digital, you know. And another thing I noticed when I went to go to the car wash, the chick, she was holding one of those iPad, and she took a picture of my license plate. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, you just take a picture of my license plate? She was like, yeah, it's just so they could see up there like what car it is, you know. So that's something I never noticed, like that they would take a picture of their license plate at a car wash. And so everything's starting to be recorded. Everything, no matter what it is, you know.
Yeah, that's what actually turned me away from purchasing the Xbox One. Was that the Xbox One, the new updated version they got, everything's digital. And that's what turned me away from buying it, is because, like, you know, if you got something that's digital, okay, it can get corrupted. The file could get corrupted. Then what happens to all your stuff? Or you got these people that they're starting to promote the mark of the beast, the chip. Well, what if your chip gets a virus? You know, people, you got to think about these things.
That happened. Yeah. That happened. Actually happened to a dude that got the chip. He got a virus on it, and he got corrupted. But yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, like the brother said, you know, people might be able to hack into it. You know, who knows what's gonna happen? Then somebody will hack your chip. You know, release the cyanide or whatever they put in there to kill you, because you know that they're gonna have something in there. If you take the chip and then you decide to revolt, say, oh, I'm tired of this shit, they'll just shut off your chip or release cyanide, whatever, in the chip, whatever they got. But yeah,
good. This is Revelation 16:1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of YAHAWAH upon the earth. And the first went out and poured out his vial upon the earth. And there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image. And the second angel poured out his vial upon the earth, and it became as the blood of a dead man, and every living soul died in the sea. Now the point that I wanted to bring out was in verse 2, when it says, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image. Because, you know, putting foreign objects in your body is cancerous. It'll lead to infections. There's many people that they'll get operations, they'll get surgeries, say they need a screw put in their knee or something. And if they use cheaper materials like titanium or you know, other materials, your body reacts to it. It'll start to try to push it out. But if you use platinum, gold, silver, your body doesn't react to it, because these elements they naturally occur in the universe and also within you. So it's a naturally occurring material that your body doesn't react with. So it said that a noisome and grievous sore came upon those that took that mark. And who knows? You know, they could get cancer. Who knows? Esau could have some kind of hidden disease in these things, man. Or just the way it reacts in your body unleashes a disease, man. You know, Esau isn't the Most High. Okay, he's a man that might try and, you know, do his thing, but he's going to make mistakes, man. He's going to flaw. And then at the end of the day, he's wicked. Good.
Yeah, because you know, when like brother said, when something that it goes into your body, it's not supposed to be there. Your body recognizes that. Our body, the way the Most High made it, we're like the most advanced, you know, organism in the world. So even like I just recently got bit by mosquitoes, and when you get bit by a mosquito, the area around it starts getting bigger and bigger. That's because your body releases what's called histamines, which it makes that part get bigger to minimize the poison or whatever that is that went in to go to spread throughout your blood, and then it starts getting itchy. So your body has defense mechanisms to know what doesn't belong there. And you know, this is made by Esau, and yet, like brother said, who knows what type of plastic or whatever they're gonna make it out of, you know.
Yeah, whatever type of materials they're putting in there, man. Because, they're saying that it's going to be a safe type of glass that it's supposed to be strong and you can't break it, but shit happens. You know? Shit happens.
Yeah, and then if you don't get this mark, you know, people they're gonna say you're not gonna be able to eat, buy, sell, or trade.
Oh, I got that.
Okay.
This is Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So this new world order that's coming, right, that same old Roman system that's coming back hardcore right now, if you're not with it, okay, they're going to want to put you to death. They're going to put you to death. If they can get their hands on you, they're gonna end you. Okay? Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Yeah, and so you're not going to be able to buy, sell, or trade, without this mark. And a lot of people are going to take this, especially now with this famine coming. You got the shortage of meat. All these farmers throwing away the milk, dumping the milk, all these vegetables, fresh vegetables, fruits. So all this thing is being orchestrated by Esau to get people to take this mark. He's lowering the food, the famine. So people are like, damn, we're not going to be able to eat if we don't have this mark. So people are going to take it. Recently I was driving down in Merced, which I had never seen, the place where you go to get food. I forget the name of it, but the line was wrapped around the back, and I had all the years like I've been and lived in that city, I've never seen it like that. Like literally there was line around to the back of people lined up waiting to get food. So it hasn't even got real yet. Like it hasn't even got like vicious yet, and people are already running out of food. Especially people with all these children. People got a lot of children. It's gonna get grimy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Because a lot of the food that you see now, and when I mean food, I'm talking about like what these people consider food, and that's nothing but like meat.
Yeah.
High protein diet, just meat. A lot of that meat you see is actually old meat from years ago that they've had frozen months ago. It's a shortage now because there is no meat that they've had saved up, and then the meat that they were going to bring out for the public now, well, they got to euthanize that meat. The farmers just came out saying the government cracked down, and they got to euthanize their fat cows that are ready to be butchered. Why? Because the restaurants ain't open, and they mainly sell their meat to restaurants, to butcheries, places that'll cut the meat down to send it to your fast food places. So there ain't nothing out here. There's food out here, but you're starting to see that shortage come in, and it's just going to get worse. They were talking about how the meat that you might start seeing pop up is going to be not real, man.
Lab made.
Yeah. Lab made. I don't know if you remember a video that I posted in the chats, but there's a video where Elam, he's literally forming what looks like meat out of wax. Yeah. So they can literally take different chemicals, different materials, make it look and taste like meat, but it really be fucking wax or something else. Fake food that you don't know what it is. And that's a lot of what we're eating today, but you gotta apply wisdom with your food. But even going back to the image, okay, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, the chip. That's there saying no cash. So real soon, it's going to be worse. There's going to be less and less places that accept cash. Okay, when you go, when you go to a lot of places, they don't accept cash. Okay, but then real soon, they're not going to accept these cards. They're not going to accept Apple Pay, Google Pay. Because I bugged out the first time I seen that shit. Where literally somebody will just walk up with their phone, touch their phone on the pad to pay with your credit card, just literally tap their phone on it, and it'll send a signal, and they paid for all their goods. And I bugged out when I seen that, and I seen it like recent, bro, like a month or two ago was the first time I seen it, and that technology's been around for years. But real soon, they're not going to want that. They're actually going to want to physically press an RFID reader against your skin and scan a chip that they believe is inside your flesh. Okay? Which the scripture we just read said that they're gonna want to put that chip into your flesh. Okay? Into your right hand or in your forehead. Okay? You got some? If not, I'm gonna get this.
Yeah, something real quick on the coming famine.
Yeah.
Recently, there's a post that there's these thing called murder hornets that they just recently found here in America, and this is going to cause more famine because what do these do? They go into the bees, the honeybees, and they start killing them. That's going to bring more famine because these bees got to pollinate the trees, to give fruits, vegetables, nuts, so everything is orchestrated by the Most High, but he's just using Esau to do a lot of these things. I mean, who knows how it got here? It's from Asia, but everything is sent from the Most High. Everything you got the locust swarm in Africa.
Good.
But that was...
Yeah, because me and other brother were talking about it too. Okay, the only way that it got here is Esau brought it here.
God. Yeah.
It's not going to be able to fly all this way over here.
Yeah, God.
Because there's just too much natural things that it is. First off, it's saying that a pack of them, or how many of them?
I'll just read it. I mean, just look at it. That looks vicious. That's ready to kill some shit.
Yeah.
And it got big old chompers. Like it literally cuts the heads off of the bees. But I'll just read a little bit. A roughly 2-inch long insect known as the murder hornet has made its way to the U.S. for the first time ever. Researchers said the Asian giant hornet has been known to kill up to 50 people a year in Japan, according to the New York Times, and has the potential to devastate U.S. bee populations, which have already been declining. Susan Colby, bee breeder with Washington State University Department of Entomology, told WSU Insider that the hornets are like something out of a monster cartoon with this huge yellow-orange face. The hornets are usually between 1.5 to 2 inches long, have large yellow-orange heads with prominent eyes and black and yellow striped abdomen. But it goes on to say, I read it somewhere where a couple of them will wipe out an entire honeybee nest in a matter of hours. But so pure hell is gonna come upon this place, and these people aren't ready for it. People are bugging out over this lockdown. There people, brother did a video where he mentioned some dude jumped out a 17-story window because he was he couldn't handle the quarantine. When they're under this quarantine, there's this thing called a cabin fever, where they're just bugging out. So if they can't handle this, just being locked down for a couple weeks, imagine when all hell breaks loose. It's gonna be pure chaos out here. But,
Good. Yeah, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 11 and verse 16. It says that they might know that wherewithal a man sinneth, by the same also shall he be punished. For thy almighty hand that made the world of matter without form wanted not means to send among them a multitude of bears, or fierce lions, or unknown wild beasts, full of rage, newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor, or filthy scents of scattered smoke, or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes, whereof not only the harm might dispatch them at once, but also the terrible sight utterly destroy them. Now, the reason why I brought that out is because, yeah, these are spirits of vengeance. Okay, those hornets, they're going to be used to jack up whoever they come in contact with, and also jack up the bee population, which is going to hinder the production of food. Okay, the production of food, the production of different medicinal herbs, and that's going to in turn cause famine. It's going to cause death. These unknown creatures, man, that we're starting to see pop up out of nowhere. Esau brought that from wherever it came from. Unless he made it in a lab and he's just throwing a name on it. Sure. Where do you say it's coming from?
Yeah, Asia.
Okay, he's saying it come from Asia, but it doesn't say what part.
Japan. It kill up to Vespa mandarina, which is that's what they call it, has been known to kill up to 50 people a year in Japan.
Damn. Yeah, that's in Japan though.
Yeah.
That was introduced here, man.
Okay.
There's no hey, we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. Okay, we know that this man is he's here just as the scripture says, the thief cometh not but to steal and to kill. He wants everything, and whoever's not willing to submit, he wants out the picture, man. You got any closing scripts? No? Yeah, so pretty much that's what it is. Okay, the acceptance of cash is going out the window. We're coming more and more into a biometric society, cashless society. And real soon, there's not going to be no more cash, man. Or I should say, real soon, there's not going to be places that accept cash in the open world. They're going to want you to take that microchip, which we constantly warn you about not to take. Okay, you might have other Israelites that tell you it's okay to take. It's all right. Go ahead and take it. God will forgive you. No, he won't. This is, close it with this. Revelation, chapter 14, and I'm going to just jump to the point in, I believe, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of YAHAWASHI, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascended up for ever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So that clearly says that you're going to be destroyed, and you can't repent for getting injected or getting that chip implanted into your body. You can't repent. It said directly that the Lord is going to pretty much assault you with his indignation, man. Which are those nuclear missiles, man. All this is all you can see it. All right, there's about to be martial law, famine, about to go cashless, because they're saying that we can't trade currency. It's spreading diseases, spreading germs. So you can see that they're going to try to bring in this chip, and the things that they're doing is pissing off these other nations. So it's going to be a global world war. All right. So you got anything else to say?
No.
No. You close it, bro.
All right. So with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, Bahasham, YAHAWASHI, Bahasham, Qadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders at GMS and the Atham, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. And Shalom to the elect, and Shalak Rayam, and Shalak Mawath to Babylon.
God.
Shalom to the elect.
Shalom.